Now, let us bring down our hand and let us keep our hand open towards Shrimataji with our eyes closed. And let us sit for some time and see what we can feel. If still thoughts are coming, we can just say inside our heart, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Now slowly we can open our eyes and check with our right hand on the top of our head without touching up and down. If we can feel some kind of cool breeze or hot breeze coming on. Let's check. We can bring down our right hand and now check with our left hand. Now let's bring down our left hand and keep our right hand. Hope you can feel something. Hope you are able to feel what we are trying to say. We will be talking to you soon. So for today's session, we wanted to talk a little bit more about what is Kundalini energy. As we have seen it on Saturday, those of you who didn't join on Saturday, we'll just let you know that it's a Greek word which has come from energeia. So it is like an activity, an operation, an action of force, yeah. But this Kundalini energy is a force which has the capacity to work, to transform, and set in motion changes, and it helps us to have more and more power inside. How? Let us watch. So, as I was saying, this energy has the action of transforming us into something more pure, more dynamic. It is also an energy which helps us to build many other things. What is it? I would like you to watch this
معنا
video.
أعزائي البروفيسور الألماني
Before
السيد
we
فروت
go
فايتر.
further,
أهلا
I
وسهلا
have
بك
shown
معنا.
you this video in
First
but
of
let us
all,
see again.
I want you to explain to our audience, what is it you study? What is it about energy that fascinates you so much?
If you go back 96 years, you find Albert Einstein, who wrote E is mc square. That means since 96 years we know everything is energy. If you ask somebody today what happens if I cut this, he will tell you at the end you end in atoms. If you start to cut atoms, at the end you end in energy. That means since 96 years we know that the basic of our universe, the basic of our human beings is energy, not chemistry. Our medical point of view, and I belong to this point of view now over 30 years, does not know anything about this. We deal with chemical things, tablets,
Material.
or mechanical things.
Yes.
Yeah? Operation. So if anything is energy, what is the difference between this and me? The difference is we are both energy, but the difference is over my body energy, there's my brain. This is me. I do something with my body energy. So this was my beginning over 12 years ago. And then one of my ideas was, can I see these energies? Can I try to have a look at them?
Can you measure it?
Yeah, measure is not possible right now, but to make it visual. And so these are the pictures. You can measure the energetic fields of our body from the fingertips. And there are two ways to change these energies, from outside and from inside. Everything you put into your body, any food, any drink, is at the end, at its bottom, energy, and does something with your body energy. So you can picture the reaction of your body to everything from outside or of your thoughts from inside. And these are my pictures.
طب خلينا نشوف السلايد شو والبروفيسور هيكلمنا عليه. أول حاجة ليها علاقة بالقهوة. خلينا نشوفها كده. This is like 2 slides. It's before having coffee and after having coffee. What
Right.
happened? What is this?
So this is a fingertip, yeah,
Okay.
just enlarged, normally 50 times here, several hundred times. And you see the dark green and yellow energetic field that comes out of your fingertip. At the right side, before you drink a coffee, and look what happened after the coffee. Your energetic field breaks down.
I thought that coffee gives you energy. That's the other way around.
Not the one that belongs to you. It might give you something, but see what happens.
Ah,
So you can measure it easily. You can picture what happens to your body. Can we have the next picture?
yes, the next one.
This
This is
a-
before and after meditation.
See, this is, for me, one of the pictures I love most. At the right-hand side, you see again before meditation. And at the left picture, you see what happens to your fields after meditation.
So that's meditation, praying.
Exactly. So this is the same if you pray. But you might know better than me, praying and praying is not the same. If you open your heart to divine energy, that comes into your body. And your cell systems do answer, like on the left picture. If you pray different, they might not answer that much.
If you're not focused, of course, nothing happens.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can filter it, the amount of energy that comes into you. This is a explanation for something from inside. Yeah, meditation, praying comes from inside.
That's before and
this?
after smoking.
It's similar. So on the right side again, you see
You have
somebody.
energy
You
before
have
smoking.
energy, and on the left side, after smoking, everybody can see what happened.
This is disastrous.
So we could see actually what happens when we don't have the connection within us with our Kundalini energy. Sometimes we think what we are feeling out of external things is energy, but it is not. So this Kundalini energy is a primordial energy which we all can feel. Like we have talked to you the last Saturday, that this energy is something which we have inside. And we can only measure it, we can only feel it once we are in meditation. So this primordial energy is something which exists in our sacrum bone in every human being. And once we are part of that, Kundalini energy helps us to guide, to have a better understanding of our being, slowly and slowly. This Mother Kundalini energy is a purest form of energy which we all have. And because of Shri Mataji, we are able to understand in Sahaja Yoga, we are able to feel it in Sahaja Yoga, we are able to access it within our being. So what happens is, many of you might ask that, what happens when this energy is something which we, cannot measure or cannot see. What we can do is we can actually feel it during our meditations. We can feel this energy within ourselves in various ways. Some of you might feel a little bit relaxed. Some of you might feel a little bit more peaceful. Some might feel, already vibrations on the both palms or on the top of our head. Or some of us might feel, fingertips catching. So this mother energy is so pure that she rises through our central nervous system, and then she actually clears out all the things which are not required within us. So sometimes when we feel the heat, or sometimes when we feel a little bit of, some hand is more of the other, is because the Mother Kundalini energy is showing us how to improve that part of our body. It's very obvious that, during the whole day when we work so much, we have so much to do, we have so much thinking, this and that, we are not able to manage somehow sometimes how to clean ourselves, or how to be more in thoughtless, all these things. So once we will meditate, actually, we automatically can feel more and more of this um, threads of this energy rising through us. So before we talk a little bit more about this, let us hear from Shrimataji.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. I do not know how to thank the Mayor of Oakland and Mayor of Berkeley for being so kind to give this certificate to me. I must say this is a wonderful country where people recognize something that is doing good work. Really, remarkable it is. I had been here before to Berkeley because everybody tells me that there are lots of seekers of truth in Berkeley. This is the thing that has attracted me very much. But first of all, we should know what are we seeking all these days. Once you start seeking, it goes on like a rat race of seeking. Or have you been able to find something? So what do you have to find in your seeking? As you know, in all the scriptures, it is being told that you have to know yourself. You don't know yourself. You don't know what problems you have within. People get into diseases without knowing till it develops into a very serious trouble. Also, they go on hurting others, being jealous with others, being in tension and stress. All kinds of problems come to them and they don't know why it happens. Why? What is the reason? So today I am going to tell you how you have to know yourself. First of all, you must decide that you have been seeking, and this is the place known for its seeking. It's high time you better come to the end of it and seek what you have been seeking and you get it. That's the promise. First and foremost thing, when we are seeking, we should know what are we within ourselves. What do we know about ourselves is only through doctors or through psychologists or some people, which is very superficial knowledge about ourselves. In our depth, in our within, what do we have which doctors don't know is the parasympathetic nervous system. They don't know. Sympathetic system is the system by which when we work very hard, we run and do all kinds of things, the sympathetic goes into action. Heart will start beating fast. But what brings it to normal is the parasympathetic. And this is what we have to know within ourselves, that it exists and it operates automatically. How it exists and how it works out, that's why we have to know. Moreover, what are we when you see the whole world is so full of violence, full of all kinds of nonsense that's going on, and you can't imagine why people do it. What is the need to do all these horrible things in the name of God, in the name of religion, in the name of some political party or some sort of a name they must have, to fight with each other, torture others, kill each other. All this works out through human beings, through people who are supposed to be at the top of evolution. Human awareness is at the highest point. So now what's happening to our awareness? Why do we get into jealousies, into angers, into all kinds of funny type of behavior which animals also don't do? Because we have freedom. We can do what we like. We can do what we like with ourselves, with others. But still we must know our vehicle better. We should know what is within us. And for that, there is placed within us a beautiful thing called Kundalini, which lies in the triangular bone, which is called a sacrum. That means Greek knew about it. That's why they call it a sacred bone. In the triangular bone, it lies at the base of your spine, and this is the one which is going to give you a real ascent. This is the one which is going to connect you to the all-pervading power of divine love. They have all talked about all power of God, divine love, all kinds of things. But we don't know where it is, where does it exist, how it works. If really it is there or not, also we are not very sure. So this power lies within your triangular bone. Can you show that? ज़रा आगे ले लो तो अच्छा रहेगा. All of you have this power within you. It's not anyone who belongs to any nationality or to any culture, but everyone has this power within himself. But you'll be surprised how people have made such a horrible picture of Kundalini. And they say that when the Kundalini rises, you may go mad, you may shout, you must do all kinds of things. Because they have no authority to do it. Because they don't know how to do it. That's why they make up a story like that and tell you, because they don't want you to ascend, I think. Or they don't know. They are incapable of awakening the Kundalini. But I must tell you that she is your mother. She is your individual mother. She knows everything about it. It's all recorded. Whatever was your past, whatever mistakes you committed, whatever aspirations you have, everything she knows about is all recorded there in a 3.5 coil. But she's your mother, your own mother, and when you were born, your mother took all the trouble upon herself. She didn't give you trouble. In the same way, when this Kundalini rises, she doesn't give you any trouble. Now, people are afraid even to talk about Kundalini because those who talked about Kundalini were, I don't know what sort of people they were. And it was such a misleading thing that they thought it's better not to talk about. But talk is talk. Talk is not everything. What has to happen, the awakening of this Kundalini? It's an actualization. It is not just talking, giving lectures. You do this, you stand like this, put your hand this way, your legs that way. It's not that. It's very simple that this Kundalini, which is responsible for your last ascent, your, I should say, the last step in your evolution. This Kundalini is your own mother, and she cannot harm. She can never do that. This is the fact I would like to tell you first of all. Because I know in America, all kinds of people have come from India. Those people also who were released from jail wore some sort of a dress and came here. They're all minting money, that's what they are doing, they're good at it. So, if you have any understanding about divinity, you must understand that you cannot sell it and you cannot purchase it. If you can purchase some person, then such a person cannot be your master. He can be your servant, but not your master. So once you understand this point, it's very important for you people to know that it is not sellable. Because you know this is a consumer society and everything has to be sold, but not spirituality. You cannot sell spirituality. And those who sell spirituality are spurious people. They are not real. They are absolutely bogus people, as they call them, and you don't waste your energy and money on them. So now, we have before you this triangular bone and this Kundalini. And she rises through 6 centers. The 7th center is below the Kundalini. It is below the Kundalini and it protects the chastity of the mother. Now those people who talk about sex as one of the instruments for ascent are absolutely befooling. Nobody has said that in any scripture as such. But suddenly they start a kind of a myth or fashion, I should say, or fad, and people get driven into it. So I've come to warn you about it, that it has nothing to do with sex. But as Christ has said, you have to be like children when you enter into the kingdom of God. So your innocence get awakened. Many people feel they have lost their innocence. You can never lose it. It comes back to its dormant. It might be bruised, it might be a little bit hurt, but it's all there intact. And you'll be amazed to see what you are, because you don't know what you are. So I would say you are not this body, this mind, but you are the spirit. And that's what you have to become. Once you become the spirit, you will know what you are. You will know everything about yourself. But that to happen, you don't have to do any acrobatic thing. It's just very simple. Wherever you are sitting, it will work out. But first tell your mind to stop a little bit thinking. Because this mind has been reacting all the time. Reacting to this, reacting to that. With the result that Kundalini doesn't rise. But when she rises, she is wonderful. Your thought rise like that and fall down. Again, thoughts come up and fall down. They come from the future or from the past. Present you cannot be. You cannot be in the present. But when Kundalini rises, she elongates these thoughts and there's a space created. It's called as pause, you can call it. In Sanskrit called as vilamba. So your mind stands at that place where you have thoughtless awareness. It's told by, also Jung has talked about it, that you get into thoughtless awareness. Patanjali has talked about it. But talking about it is not sufficient, as I told you, it has to happen. So first thing that happens to you, you become thoughtlessly aware. There's no thought, no reaction. For example, I see this beautiful carpet here, and if I react, I would say, oh, what a beautiful carpet. If it is mine, I would be worried. I should insure it. If it's not mine, I would say that how much they must have paid for it, to whom does it belong, and all kinds of things. But supposing I'm in thoughtless awareness, then I just see it. While seeing it also, I'm just witnessing. And what I'm getting is the complete joy of the Creator who has done this job. Complete. Get filled with that joy. There's no reaction, it's just thoughtless awareness in which divine works. You don't have to then think about it. It all works out.
So, while listening to Shimataji, we understood that this energy is our mother who can always guide us and protect us. So, we should always seek unity with this energy. So, what we are going to do is, with our right hand, from our sacrum bone, we will raise our energy to Sahasrara. Let us do this several times slowly. And here we can say a prayer inside. O Mother Kundalini, please be awakened within us all the time. If you feel like closing your eyes, you can close your eyes or you can look at Shri Mataji, who is the one who has given us our self-realization. O Mother Kundalini, please raise within us. Now let us keep our both hands open like this on the level of our heart towards Shri Mataji's picture. Let us close our eyes and have our attention on this part of our head, continental area. ब्रह्मरंध्र जिसे हम कहते हैं. What we can do is we can try to see it from outside this part. So let us just close our eyes. Still, if you have thoughts, you know what to do, you can just say, I forgive my thoughts. I forgive my thoughts. Like Shri Mataji just said, there is a gap between two thoughts. And that gap, the more we expand it, the more it expands through the blessing of Mother Kundalini, the more we settle in meditation. If thoughts are coming, just watch. Don't get involved. And slowly you will see complete peace and peacefulness is coming. Let us be there. Now we can slowly open our eyes and look at Shrimataji. Thank you, Shrimataji, for giving us this knowledge and helping us to establish our energy within ourselves. So, we hope that you all could meditate nicely with us today. We will be meeting again on Thursday to go more deep into meditation with our energy Kundalini. And on Saturday, we will have a practical workshop. Because of the demand of some of the seekers, we have changed the Saturday session to an early morning session, which is 8 a.m. So we will be meeting with all of you at 8 a.m. on Saturday. And Thursday will be 8 p.m. Thank you very much for joining tonight. Namaskar.